Good morning. Good morning, connected fam. Fellow disruptors. Let's disrupt some shit. Let's disrupt some shit. How are you this morning? It's a cold day. Cold start to the day here in southeastern Connecticut. It's probably in the 30s. It feels colder. I don't know. It's a little bite in the air. A little bite in the air. I know it's supposed to warm up later. And again, we're supposed to end up having warm, pretty decently warm temps for the rest of the week. High 40s, low to mid 50s, depending on what day. Good morning, Carson. Little and large. What's going on? Freshy fresh. Little and large. I'll tell you right now, nothing little about this one's energy or personality. That's for damn sure. Down. Come on. Come on. So, I got a date with Mom today. Got a date with Mimi. What's going on, Glenn? What's going on, brother? How's South Carolina? Or does SC also mean southeastern Connecticut, like me? If so, I'm sorry. We do have some news today. First, let me talk about. I got a date with Mimi today. Me and Mom are going to the tribal museum. We both have wanted to go for a while. She's really wanted to go for some time. Last time we were going to go, and I had to postpone because I just was flooded with work, and I had to get stuff done, so I just didn't have the time to spare to go to the museum that day. And it's tough for her too because she watches my nephew during the day while his brother and sister are at school, and my brother and sister-in-law are working. So she's got a little 18-month-old running around, you know, getting into stuff that she's got to constantly watch and take care of. And I mean, thankfully, he's a really good baby. He's a good kid. I guess he's at this point 18 months old. Is it considered a toddler? I don't know. Either way, he's very well behaved, super smart, very sweet little guy. Doesn't give any fuss about stuff. You tell him it's time to take a nap. You bring him in, just quiet as a church mouse. Doesn't whine, doesn't cry. Just goes in and does it. Such a cute little kid too. I'm not just saying that. I'm not biased. He is a very cute kid. I gotta hand it to my brother. Him and his wife make some really adorable children. Which is why I didn't have children, because obviously with my dashing good looks, I could have mated with a trash can and had the most beautiful kids in the world. We all know that. And so it would have been a whole thing, you know, with, oh gosh, here comes Kyle's supermodel kids, you know, making our cute kids look like scrubs. So that's why I didn't have. Obviously, I'm joking. I am joking. I love those kids so much. So much. They are, man, they're so awesome. They're so awesome. Good morning, Lady Wolf. How are you? But yeah, I mean, it just wouldn't have been fair to the world. It just wouldn't have been fair. You know, my brother has these adorable kids. I mean, if I go and I make kids, I mean, look at me. Look at this face. Um, you know, those genetics would just be so superior. You'd be looking at a whole different, whole different race of human, just super beautiful children. And so that just wouldn't have been fair to everybody else. So I refrained from having children for that reason. Um, and instead, now I throw all that love into my niece and my nephews. How is it so light there? Um, well, I would imagine it's because we're just a little bit more north of you, and you know, scientific jargon, smart talk, blah blah blah, Earth spinning, axis, sun, moon, horizon, yada yada. Does that sound about right? I mean, I think that sounded pretty qualified. But I thought, but seriously, I think that's probably why. Just we're just a little, you know, we're more north of you. So as uh, as the Earth spins and we get a little sun a little earlier than you, be my guess. I don't know. Otherwise, maybe you might want to talk to people who are in charge of your outdoor light situation there. Maybe they haven't paid the bill. Mother Nature might be a little ticked off. There's 3 hours. Oh, so you're okay. So yeah, so you're south of me and you're west of me. So that's why. That's why. It's all. You got to think about how the Earth spins, and this is why there are time zones. Because if not, you know, at 6 o'clock in the morning here, or 7 o'clock in the morning here, it'd be getting sunny out. At 4 o'clock in the morning there, it'd be getting sunny out. But then that would mean it would be getting dark there much earlier. That's why, man. Science stuff. Native American Sign Language words. No way. No way. That makes so much sense. Oh, I'd love to know where I can find some of that info. I'm sure Fresh is probably drooling about it as we speak. We've talked about this many times. What it means, where it comes from. Are there clubs of strange people who walk out into the middle of the woods to create stick structures and then not let anyone know about them and hope that someone stumbles upon them at some point? Good morning, Connor. What's up, brother? What's up? That makes a lot of sense, Carson. A whole lot. I would love to know where I could find out more about Native. Um, I'm curious to know if I'm hoping, and I don't think so. The museum that we're going to today is rather small. It's actually pretty small. It's the oldest running Native American museum that's still run by its tribe in America, I believe. I don't think they have like a native elder historian in place in the museum. I think my guess is probably that they just have some person who manages the place who probably sadly doesn't know a whole lot um, about the history, except for, maybe what they tell them about the exhibits, but that's it, which is what happens with kind of a lot of these places. I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping that there's somebody there who will have a deeper knowledge of the history of the tribe so that I can ask them questions about things while we're there today. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see when we get there. X means camp, home. Okay, well, then that makes a ton of sense, right? So, in so many of these places where you find these X's pop up, usually it's in a place where there's other sort of evidence that these beings are around, have been around. Um, so that would make a ton of sense. It, to them, they're probably telling other like us that this is their home, um, and we don't get it. For us, X marks the spot, or if you look at it the other way, X means no go, no good. Do not go in here. Man, it is cold. It is cold, man. Super cold. Wait, Maverick, wait. Gosh, I can't wait until he gets clipped. I can finally put him in training. I've had enough every night of my hands being raw from him incessantly scratching at my hand to play with his toy with him. And the second you stop, he's back to scratching your hand or biting it. My right hand is so raw, it hurts. Swear to God, I'm not even joking. He just doesn't know when to stop. But anyway, 100% the X. X's also mean female, young, age, curious. I'm looking at the American Journal of bioethics in the Chimera currently. Okay. Is that, are you, why? Why? Why are you looking at bioethics? Just because? This is just separate from the big, obviously, I'm guessing. Anyway, so a little bit, let's talk. So I know I haven't done many shows lately. People have been asking. A lot of it had to do with trying to schedule. After I had taken the couple weeks off there, obviously for personal mental health reasons and stuff going on with my family, and then stuff going on with a friend. It was difficult to try to reschedule things that I had scheduled, because a lot of people were very busy. They're doing other stuff. They're scheduled for other shows. They have expeditions are going on, and all kinds of stuff. So it was difficult to try to get all that squared away. And so things have been a little bit slow. I do have scheduled guests for next week, the week after, and I believe the week after that. And so that should do well. I'll tell you who I got. I got Dan Nadrello. Dan is a biologist. He has worked most recently with Shane Carpenter and the guys from Into the 400, Ozark Mountain Sasquatch. He's worked with them for the last couple years, as they have been following a family of Sasquatch in that property that they have been researching. They've followed the tracks of multiple family members, clan members, and they followed the growth of these tracks. They've even gotten thermal imaging evidence of what appears to be a baby in the bushes. Let's go. You're not yanking and tugging on this leash. I'm in charge. You forget that. So Dan's going to come on next week on Thursday. Tuesday, I have. Hold on 1 second. 3 feet of snow and stuck his house with no power. Oh my goodness. Triangle shaped 2 trees underneath teepee. Makes sense. What's up, Ben? Yes, I have a big X given appeared 4 days. Yikes, Brian, that's crazy. I agree. I agree that some of the stick teepees and stuff are man-made, but there are others that I'm telling you, there's no way that any man can make some of the ones, the very, very, very intricate ones that I've seen. Number one, it would take forever. I mean, forever. we're talking hundreds, if not thousands of sticks woven together to create this crazy tunnel. It's nuts, man. It's nuts. And then even the more rudimentary ones, the TPs, the stuff that looks like it just doesn't look like it's man-made. It looks like it was kind of thrown together, um, not haphazardly, but um, not like a human would do it. Um, there's some things that I look for when I find some of these things. Like if there's a cross beam, I go, okay, yeah, humans made this. Because I doubt a Bigfoot knows anything about like real carpentry. Why would he use a cross beam or a rafter? Wouldn't make any sense. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Hold on, wait. You should try researching. So try researching soft. Doing it hard, you're probably thinking about other things, and not thinking as clearly. Just kidding. But anyway, so Dan will be on Thursday. Then Tuesday, James Brost from Outcast Paranormal. James is one of the creators of the new documentary film Situnga, that they shot with the Omaha people, on the Omaha reservation land, and then obviously some other land out there in places. It's brand new, just came out on Amazon Prime. It's $1.99 to rent. It's a great $2. I promise you that. If you got $2, go watch it. Awesome film. So James is going to be on Tuesday. Super nice guy. Very interesting dude. He doesn't consider himself a Bigfoot researcher or a paranormal researcher. He kind of goes about things like the way that I feel about what I'm doing. He says he's the kid on the couch. He's the kid on the couch who was watching in search of, and then, now he has the ability to go to some of these places where these things happen and gets to see for himself what it's all about, and try to find answers. But he doesn't think of himself as a quote unquote researcher. I definitely am not a researcher. I don't believe that I have the qualifications to call myself that. And also for me, it's more for fun. Um, and then Chris Spencer from the Olympic Project is coming on. Chris is the audio guru for that whole team. What this guy does with audio and audio software is nothing short of absolutely incredible. This guy goes through 365 days of audio for the group. Uh, Audio every day of the year. Man, it's just incredible. I can't wait for him to come on and talk to us about that and show us just how he does that stuff. That's going to be really cool. And then there's a few other people I'm not going to share now because, well, I think things can change. As we've seen, people don't text you back after they say they're coming on. And at least these three are close enough where I don't see that happening, and I also don't believe these guys are the type who would do that unless an emergency popped up. The other thing, hold on. Agreed. They change regularly, and sometimes they're very subtle. Other times other times it's very drastic. But the subtle stuff is usually what happens. And if you're really not keen on it, you're not going to see it. If you're not in there all the time, if you're not used to looking at this stuff, you won't even see it. It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. But it's got to be some form of communication for it to be changing like that. That's how I feel. So, Indian wiki ups were built within little thickets, tightly woven together to form a dome. Children made little ones as play structures. Yeah, I got to show a picture of this thing, man. It's the craziest looking thing I've ever seen in my life. Not big sticks either. They were thin, lots of thin branches, like thinner stuff. Let me see if I can find something that looks to be about the width. Maybe something like that, even something like that. And we're talking thousands of them, longer, but thousands of them just woven together to form these like dome igloo things. Some of them even have an offshoot like that comes off the side that's a little longer, stretched out, but obviously very wide inside and open. Crazy stuff, man, just crazy. But the other news is I have decided to retire from YouTube. I have much more than I ever thought I would in a short time. I've gotten to talk with some people that I look up to so much. I've met some amazing folks, and I feel like I don't know. I don't know what else I can do. So yeah, I'm retiring. I'm going to take my talents to South Beach, and I'm going to try to play for the Miami Heat. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. And you guys are easy. You guys are easy. If you know me, you have to know that I can't quit. I don't quit. If there's something I want, I'm pushing. I'm going hard. Doesn't stop. I'm on this shit all day. Every day I am working. I am trying to learn more. I am trying to find guests and connect with people and go out in the woods and all this stuff, merch stores and yada yada. There's no stopping me. I don't stop. I don't stop. Even when I'm exhausted, even when when I have shit going on that would maybe warrant a stop, I'm not stopping. So anyway, the real news was that people were freaking out, thinking that I was done, and it was killing me. It was killing me to not have shows regularly like I did before. It was killing me. I felt so bad, even though I was still dealing with stuff and health problems going on right now and all kinds of stuff I got to figure out. I still was, beating myself up over not having shows all the time. And so I just wanted to let everybody know that they're coming. Just took a little extra time to work out the logistics of everything. When you book people to do stuff like this, right? And they have schedules and they're doing things, they're working on projects and all that stuff. And then you say, hey, listen, I'm sorry, I have to postpone. I've got personal stuff going on and I'd love to get you back on as soon as possible. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't always work out that way. So then it was like starting from scratch. So that's all. I'm not going nowhere. Oh, God, please don't tell me anybody's that upset. Please don't tell me anybody's that upset. I'm sorry. I'm a wise ass. He's going to be tracking down the tears of my phone for false reasons. To freak out. Oh, boy. Go ahead, Ben. What do you got, man? What do you got? Freshy fresh. Yeah, I can give you a call today, brother. I got like I said, I got shit I got to do this morning. I'm going with Mom to the museum at 11. I've got a phone call to make when I get back from there, and then when that's done, I'll give you a call, and we can talk about that thing that I told you yesterday, or whatever you want to talk about. Doesn't have to be about that. Come on, baby. Come on. Sorry, guys. I didn't think anybody would get that upset. Man, that's really touching. Of course you can. Yeah, it's not going to tell you. It won't tell you. I don't think it will. That you've been banned from a chat. Anybody know if it will? Great word. Anybody else know the meaning of that word? And do not Google it, you cheaters. Anyone know the meaning of crepuscula? I did know the meaning. I know some words. I'll be some good with word. It means night and day, basically, or like nocturnal. Is basically kind of what it means. LIB has banned you. How do you know this? Why do you think this? Mike's so quick with that trigger finger sometimes, man. I don't mean to laugh, but he's even at when because he's a moderator for my stuff, and there's been people in the chat who've said some things that have been questionable, and he's like, I'm doing it, man, I'm doing it, and I tell him like, well, no, just relax, just give them a chance. Let's see if they can pull themselves out of this, and he's like, you're gonna get to a point, man, where you're just not gonna put up with any foolishness, any time wasting, any bullshit, and you're just gonna hit the button. I don't know what happened with you guys. Can I ask you something, Ben? And I want all honesty. What do you remember what you had said up to that point? Mike's had quite a fair share of pretty shitty trolls over the course of time. People who were really awful, and he he gets in texting, things can be misinterpreted a lot. And so if he feels like somebody's messing around, or they're trying to what's the word? Somebody help me out there. Sabotage the chat or whatever. He just does it. He doesn't ask questions. He just does it. Were you joking around like you sometimes do? I'm just asking because I want to try to understand maybe what might have happened. First of all, I think you need to change your name. I think that's the number one. I think that's the starting point. I think the tickles has got to go. I tell you this as a friend. If I wasn't, I wouldn't. I would lie. Tickles has got to go. Start there, and then work your way up. It's creepy, dude. It's creepy. It's creepy. It sounds. I've told you. It sounds like a creepy clown that's a pedo. I'm Tickles the Clown. I'm Tickles the Clown. I'm gonna do weird things to you. Got to change it, brother. You've had some decent ones. This isn't it. This is not it. You're right. You are my friend, and that's why. If I didn't care, I would say nothing. I wouldn't say anything. A friend is going to tell you the truth. Truth is, it's weird. It's creepy. Fresh, what do you say? What say you, sir? I'll check with Mikey. Right. 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 It's cool to have fun, right? No trouble in having fun. But you do, at some point, want that name to reflect who you are and what you're bringing. The other stuff was great. I thought it was fun. I thought it was funny, but not, not weird. No, it's not. That's not why you got. That's not why you got banned. Obviously, not for your name. No. Ben is a good one. Just Ben. Perfect. There you go. Just Ben. Look at. He hates sewage grates. Ready? Come on, let's go. Come on. Won't go near it. Come on. You need to go to the sewer. Come on. Pennywise is down there. Don't worry, you'll float. I didn't see Sonia. Where's she at? Just Ben. Or, you know, play on words. Been there, done that. Boy, here we go. Somebody hit the drum roll. Yeah, but he does know the clown lives in there. But remember, everybody floats down here. Even Maverick. Maverick also has a raincoat, just like the kid in the movie. I wanted to, for Halloween, I wanted to tie red balloons to every sewer grate in like a 3 block radius, and put speakers somewhere hiding around them, playing the music from the movie. Yeah, Mav is cute. He's a shithead. He's cute though. Listen, brother. First of all, relax about it, right? No one knows why it happened. Could have been a mistake. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe he did it on purpose. If he did it on purpose, he had a reason. I'll talk to him about it, find out what the reason was. I can't promise anything because, after all, it is his channel. And he has ways that he wants things to go and run. And I mean, the guy's got 20,000 subs. He's doing something right. Not saying you were wrong, but at the end of the day, it is his choice. But I'll talk to him. I'll find out what it was, if anything, if it was a mistake, and we'll go from there. Ben is a solid name. Right. Nothing like bend over, bend up. Just Ben. Has been. See, there's so many things you could do with that, with your name. So many things you could do. Right. Been there, done that. Yep. Another great one. Ben distinguished. And that'd just totally flip it around on him. Straight up telling him, I've been distinguished, even though my name was Tickles at one point. Tickles was definitely not Fresh's idea. Just Ben. I think that's the one. Just Ben. Well, I can tell you right now, I know Fresh pretty well. I would be very disappointed if he meant that serious, and I'd also be very surprised. I mean, after all, we do know Fresh is an international man of misery. He might possibly be part AI, robot, MI6. Right, exactly. Right. That's, yep, yes. Ben, you're going to get banned from here. I don't know what he smells. All I know is this stupid can in the windstorm last night blew over. So this morning at 5 a.m., I had to pick up a bunch of crap off the lawn. Oh, God, tickle me, Ben. Good Lord. I would have banned him right then and there. Tickle me, Ben. I would have banned him right then and there. I would have banned him, and I would have called Dateline and said, reinstate Chris Hanson to catch a predator needs to come back. And I'm sending you across the pond. He's still in the chat, see? You can get banned for that. Get out of there. You're not eating that. That is for Figaro. That's Figaro's bowl. I have to come back and get it and clean it. Get out of there, please. One cat house. Please don't look over here. It's a disgusting mess. This one is being built. It's got to be painted. That's the back of it. The front's got a door on it. Back's going to have a door too. Got to be painted. Got to have shingles put on, siding put on. But that's one little house there. This is not our yard. This is the neighbor's yard. It's disgusting. We do have an awful lot of garbage cans over here, though. Why not Griffin? You know what a griffin is? A griffin is a mythical creature. A griffin is a mythical creature, man. That's a dope name. Get out of there. He has, absolutely. Mel, that's quite an ego there. If you're telling us if you get banned, we'll miss you. We talk about this an awful lot, man. You got to leave the ego out of things. It's one thing to say, if I get banned, I'll miss you guys, but telling us that we'll miss you, oh man, it makes me almost not want. I probably wouldn't at that point. Oh, this is all right. I gotta get him inside before he eats anything else off the ground and ends up in the friggin' emergency room again. Plus, I got stuff I gotta do, like ban Ben. All right, I'm out of here, guys. I love you all. I'm gonna see if I can film today in the museum. It's not a big museum, but still gonna be pretty cool. I'll see if they'll let me. If they won't, then obviously I'm gonna respect that. But if I can, I will, and I'll live stream it. It'll be neat, man. It'll be neat. Obviously, we'll be going out this weekend. Haven't picked a place. Probably going to do somewhere different. I have a couple places in mind, and I'm planning properly this time so that I do go. And please, 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 please remember, on the 28th, I am crossing off a Bigfoot bucket list item and going out into the Freetown State Forest, part of the Bridgewater Triangle, with Alexander Petikoff himself and Brian from Brian and Chewy Go Hiking. This is huge. I haven't stopped talking about it because I am just too excited about this. One of the most active places on the planet for strange, anomalous, weird, paranormal, Bigfoot, alien, Pukwudgie, Native American, spiritual activity. It is going to be incredible. I can't wait. I wish it was tomorrow, but it's not. But anyway, we'll be in touch. Ben, change the name, brother. I love you. All right, guys. I'll check in. I love you all. Have a great day. Do something nice for yourselves. Until the next time, if you're not connected, you know the deal.